with The Little Mermaid only a few days away. I thought it would be a great time to do a video focused on the lead actress, exploring her background and the film as a whole. Can you believe it's been 4 years since she was confirmed to be playing Ariel? Way back in 2019. That's pre-pandemic. Following her casting, Halle Bailey has become a household name and a controversial figure all at the same time. Ever since then, the actress has been the subject of countless videos, much like this one, which has either praised or criticized the involvement in the film. I'm not going to get too much into the controversy behind her casting, because I've already talked about it at length in another video, which I'll link in the description below. So check that out if you want a passionate defense as to why she should be playing Ariel. I'll touch on the controversy a little in this video, but mostly I want to focus on exploring Halle as a person and the film. So let's get into it. In case you weren't aware, this is her first ever film role as a lead actress in a film. Before landing this major role, she has primarily been focused on making music, which is a lifelong passion as a singer/musician. Halle became invested in music at a young age, and by age 11, she had launched her music career by posting covers to pop songs on YouTube. But not alone. Some artists will partner with their friends and others with their family. Halle did the latter throughout those earlier years, and even today, she has always been partnered with her older sister LiQWYD, who together make up the R&B duo known as LiQWYD x Halle, a combination of both sisters' forenames. Both Halle and LiQWYD started acting from a young age, appearing in films and TV shows where they had minor roles. Before making it big, the sisters were already making a name for themselves. They were invited as guests on the Ellen DeGeneres show, where they were interviewed by the talk show host, and even performed for a studio audience. In 2012, they won season 5 of Radio Disney's The Next Big Thing. That led Halle and her sister to making an appearance on the Disney Channel series, Austin and Ally. They guest starred in the season 2 episode titled Moonweek and Mentors, where they perform Unstoppable. Despite all the recognition the sisters were receiving for their work, they weren't officially signed to a record label until 2015. Halle was 15, while her sister was 17 years old. They shot to prominence with their cover of Beyonce's 2013 single, Pretty Hurts, which gained the attention of the artist herself. The video was watched by over 18 million people, including the star who was impressed with the duo's work. Beyonce quickly snapped up the young singers by offering to sign them onto her label, Parkwood Entertainment. They accepted and became the proteges to one of the biggest singers in the world. Ever since then, Halle and her sister have gone on to produce their own music under Beyonce's label. They have opened up for the singer on tour and even made an appearance on a music video for All Night. There the young stars appeared with their mentor, along with a number of young black female talents. Between 2013 when they were discovered to now, they have released 2 studio albums, which have received a ton of praise from critics and fans. Not surprising since both sisters are bursting with talent. It's something that's instantly apparent when you see them performing together, and you feel the heart and emotion that they put into their singing. The synergy they bring to their performance is out of this world. Throughout their whole journey to become professional singers, the sisters have had each other's backs and the whole Bailey clan behind them. Halle and her sister had a ton of support from their family, who have helped the girls to stay grounded. No matter how big they've become since their humble beginnings, the girls haven't let fame go to their heads. Through the efforts of their parents, Courtney and Doug Bailey, they've blossomed into amazing young women. Their father in particular is responsible for managing and nurturing their talent as artists. Through their artistry, Halle and her sister have built a wonderful fan base, which includes a number of A-list celebrities, one of them being the former First Lady and the wife of ex-US President Barack Obama. Michelle Obama was enamored by the sisters, who she worked with on making a song for her Let Girls Learn initiative. After meeting the former First Lady at South by Southwest, they were invited to perform at the annual Egg Roll. The event is held on the White House South Lawn every Easter Monday, with exciting activities for the whole family, including story time, games, live entertainment, and the traditional Easter Egg Roll. Most recently, the actress returned to the annual event, where she served as a guest reader. Halle was tasked with reading 2 books. The first book she read was Here Love, written by Matthew A. Cherry and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. The book is an adaptation of Here Love, a 2019 animated short film directed by the collective team of Matthew A. Cherry, Everett Dowen Jr., and Bruce W. Smith. It went on to win the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film at the 92nd Academy Awards. The book is a celebration of natural hair and the relationship between daughters and their fathers. Given that Halle is an advocate for natural hair with her locks, this is very on brand for the talent. The The second book she read was The Little Mermaid, Make a Splash, written by Ashley Franklin and illustrated by Paul Kellam. The picture book is an adaptation of Disney's live-action The Little Mermaid, made for children between the ages of 3 to 5 years old. That's just the recommended age. You don't actually have to be in that age group to read the book. Let's not pretend that a lot of us adults, who with or without a kid, won't pick up a copy or two of this book. I'm sure this book will appeal to a lot of younger readers, as well as adults, who have fallen in love with Halle's Ariel and are keen to show their support for the actress. Now, I haven't read the book, but the artwork looks beautiful. I love how it perfectly captures Halle's likeness to a T. It's also consistent with the artwork from the line of books Disney have created for the film. For anyone that's interested in purchasing any of the books mentioned in this video, I'll link them in the description below. Overall, I feel that the books they chose were perfect for the event, which cater to children of all ages and backgrounds. I'm sure having The Little Mermaid read to them will definitely be a highlight for anyone attending the event who is anticipating the upcoming film. Becoming Beyoncé's protege must have been a dream come true for the star. And getting to work with Michelle Obama is no small feat either. But what about working with one of the most successful black women in the world? Halle met with Oprah Winfrey, who's an executive producer on the actress's upcoming second feature film. Winfrey appeared on set in a surprise visit to greet the star after she filmed the final scenes for the film. The first trailer for the film made its debut this week, and Halle looks incredible as a character. Now, the film in question is one that Winfrey made her acting debut. Any guesses? Following The Little Mermaid, Halle will appear in the second feature-length adaptation of The Color Purple, where she will play young Nettie. The Oprah Winfrey-produced film will see the actress star in a second musical, alongside an all-star cast of black talents. This is another project to keep on your radar. But that's not all that Halle has in the pipeline. She has one more project that's just wrapped filming. The film title, The Line, comes from director Ethan Berger. There's not a ton of information surrounding the project. The film is described as a coming-of-age thriller at a university that encapsulates the wild excitement of being young and the dangers of living without fear. In a tweet from Euphoria actor Angus Cloud, he gave us a behind-the-scenes look of Halle on set with her co-star Alex Wolff, and who I'm presuming is the film's director. With 3 projects in 1 year, this might be Halle's biggest year yet. Okay, there's something I have to admit, and I'm embarrassed that I didn't know sooner. For me, I was completely out of the loop and had no idea that Halle was even a musician. While many were aware she was a singer, I was convinced she was just a budding actress. My first exposure to the star was a role in the Blackish spin-off series, Grownish. There she starred alongside her sister Sassy twins, Sky and Jazz, who attended the fictional Cal U as scholarship students. They were also close friends with the show's lead character Zoe, played by Yara Shahidi. Here's a bit of trivia for Grownish fans. Sometime after Halle was cast in The Little Mermaid, Shahidi was revealed to be playing Tinkerbell in Peter Pan and Wendy, making her the first black woman to play the character, similar to Halle playing Ariel. For me personally, Grownish isn't the best show on network television, but it definitely is an enjoyable series, which made me like Halle as an actress. She was definitely a standout character on the show, which has a wonderful cast of young talent. There was no denying she had a star-like quality to her, with the way she looks, but also just the line delivery. She can be soft-spoken yet sharp down at the same time. Seriously, if you haven't seen the show, I recommend giving it a watch, just to see her character. While I enjoy seeing Halle act alongside her sister, it'll be interesting seeing her branch out on her own. I absolutely adore the relationship they have as siblings. It's just wonderful seeing their support for each other. Even now with Halle pursuing a career in acting, which will rise her profile as a celebrity even more than before. Their unbreakable bond has never wavered. Chloe's her sister's biggest cheerleader and supporter through and through. She even moved to London to support her sister. During the first 2 months of rehearsals for The Little Mermaid, Chloe was always on hand to lift up her sister's spirits whenever the pressure became too much for her to handle. Even with the support from the film's cast and crew, there's absolutely no one who can match the love and support she has for her sister, who has been a constant throughout her life. She's her best friend and her sister combined, having grown used to watching them together on screen. It's going to be bittersweet not seeing them acting alongside each other for the foreseeable future. But I hope that at some point they find a project where they'll be able to collaborate like they used to in the past. Now, it wouldn't be fair to mention Halle's family and leave out one specific person in her life. Rising rapper and YouTube star DDG has been a significant part of her life ever since the two started dating back in 2022. Just like the rest of the Bailey family, he's been helping her to deal with the constant pressure from her naysayers. Other than a close circle of friends and family, Halle has had a tremendous amount of support from a number of celebrities. In particular, Jodie Benson, the original voice actress behind Ariel. She's publicly defended Halle right from the jump by addressing the controversy with an impactful speech. Benson has even reached out to Halle to encourage her. After supporting her from afar, Benson finally met up with Halle in person while filming an unspecified cameo for the film. The actress was able to impart any advice and properly give her seal of approval to the young talent. Their personal time on set wasn't captured on camera or film. Instead, we learn about their meeting through Benson, who was interviewed by Entertainment Weekly. Here's what the actress had to say about meeting Halle. "She doesn't need any advice from me," Benson joked. "She's brilliant. I did get to meet her a few times and chat with her and just tell her how proud I was of her. And I love she has a purity of heart and a pure spirit. And you can see that vulnerability and that childlike bravery and the courage coming through. And it's beautiful. I'm so thrilled for her and I'm so proud of her." Halle echoed the star's comments in her own interview with the Los Angeles Times. She said, "She told me how proud she was of me and how I'm handling everything, and encouraged me to just go for it." Bailey said of Benson, "I appreciate her for being so warm and welcoming to me because she's the GOAT, and it was important for me to get a stamp of approval." The two later reunited at the Little Mermaid world premiere at the Dolby Theatre in Los Angeles. Halle and Benson shared a beautiful moment when they embraced each other on the red carpet. It wasn't meant to be a grand showcase for anyone. They were just greeting each other as friends would at any premiere. But the moment ended up making its way online for millions to view, becoming another hotly talked about topic for fans. The two Ariels meeting is undoubtedly a special moment for fans of both actresses. Benson's support for Halle hasn't gone unnoticed. The veteran actress has done everything she can to help out her successor. Yet, even with the endorsement, the hate for Halle has still continued to persist. While it's frustrating seeing baseless hate aimed towards her, it's nowhere near as bad as it was back in the first year or so of a casting announcement. Tensions were through the roof, and the racism was some of the worst I've seen in a while, towards an actor of color playing a role that was originally white. At this point, the whole argument is tiring and irrelevant. Going back and forth over the race of a fictional character isn't going to change the project in any shape or form. The film has already been shot, and is set to be released a few days from now. There's no point trying to boycott the film or stop it from being released. Disney is committed to the film and it would be a huge mistake on their part if they had scrapped the film or replaced Halle. There would be far more outrage from ethnic minorities that would dwarf the current backlash. I'm glad that Disney is sticking to their guns and not succumbing to public pressure. Any noise people make online about Halle Bailey isn't going to stop the film from being released or from it being a box office success. The film's success will depend on the overall quality of the film. If audiences enjoy the film, there will be positive word of mouth, as well as repeat viewings. Without having seen the film, it looks like it will be an enjoyable watch. Mark my words, this film will literally flood the box office on opening weekend. You can expect a lot of records to be broken. There's a strong chance this will become a billion-dollar film before the end of its theatrical run. On Monday, the review embargo for the film lifted, and critics everywhere shared their views on the film. The majority of critics gave the film a positive review, which is reflective in the overall Rotten Tomatoes score. The Little Mermaid currently holds a 73% rating, based on 122 critic reviews. The overall critic score will fluctuate over the next few days, as more critics submit their reviews. So the current score will either go up or down. I'm not going to lie, I was anxious to see what critics thought about the film. I know some people don't care about critic reviews, but for me they matter because it gives a rough indication of the film's quality. Sometimes critics and audiences can be split on a film, or they can be in agreement. I think The Little Mermaid is leaning towards the latter. We'll know for sure this coming Friday and over the weekend. By then, plenty of fans would have had a chance to watch the film. Halle must be counting down the days until the film is released. I'm sure she will feel anxious yet relieved that the film is finally available to the wider public. Their reaction to the film as a whole will be completely different from the critics. Even before the film's release, we've seen fans' reactions all over social media. Halle's casting has had a tremendous impact on fans of all ages, especially those who see her as a representation of themselves. That's why Halle playing Ariel is important. It creates representation for people of color on a grand scale. I can go on and on about why that's important, but I think everyone knows by now. Even the people who are against change. You can keep hating, but what's done is done. Ariel is black, and ain't nothing wrong with that. For the past few weeks, Halle has been busy promoting the film ahead of its US and international release. The star has been globetrotting, attending numerous premieres and press events. It's tireless work, especially since she's the face of the project. She'll be the most in-demand person from the film's cast. The film's promotional tour kicked off when the actress, along with her co-star, Melissa McCarthy, revealed the first full-length trailer at the 95th Academy Awards ceremony. In just 24 hours, the trailer reached a total of 108 million views, becoming one of the most viewed trailers for any title in Disney's ever-growing series of live-action reimaginings, and the biggest for a Disney live-action film since The Lion King in early 2019. That was followed by an exclusive look at the film via Entertainment Weekly and a few other film publications who covered different aspects of the film. They released new images showcasing the cast and some of the iconic moments that the film will recreate from the original animated film, like the incredible Kiss the Girl sequence and many more. I'll link the various images from different publications in the description below. Even with everything we've seen so far from the film, there's still plenty more to come as the film nears its release. We might get another trailer or more images and behind the scenes videos showcasing some of the key moments from the film. I know I'm patiently awaiting for more information regarding the wider cast, in particular the actresses who will play Ariel's sisters. I know there's a ton of rumors and guesswork done that seem reliable enough, but I'd rather wait to confirm that the casting is legit. The last thing I want to do is report something that turns out to be completely wrong. As soon as any information is released on Ariel's sisters or the wider cast, I'll be certain to make a follow-up video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Who else can feel the excitement in the air? Most fans have been following this film closely for the past 3 years, and now the wait is almost over. We are just days away from seeing the film. I can't wait to see how they recapture the magic of the original film in their own way. I'm sure the film will live up to the hype, and Halle will make for a wonderful Ariel. Everything we've seen or heard so far has only confirmed what many of her supporters already knew. She was the perfect actress for this role, period. Halle embodies everything that makes Ariel such a unique character amongst the other Disney princesses. They really couldn't have picked a better actress for the role. If you don't believe that, then it's okay. Let's just agree to disagree. I'm done arguing. I just want to enjoy the film. To conclude this video, I just want to wish Halle all the best with this project. She's put a lot of work into making this film, so I hope it succeeds. I also want to extend my appreciation for the cast and crew. Without their effort and Halle's, we wouldn't have this film. So thank you for everything. What are your thoughts on Halle Bailey as Ariel? Are you excited to see the film? If the answer is yes, have you booked your tickets? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways folks, that's all for now. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment below. And hey, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea. And that's okay. Just remember to take care and stay safe.